We all love a good hero story, where the protagonist overcomes obstacles, defeats enemies, and saves the day. But what if the hero is not who he thinks he is? What if he is actually the villain, or at least a flawed and misguided person? In this article, we will explore 20 movies where the protagonist realizes he's not the good guy at the end, and how this twist affects the audience and the message of the film. Some of these movies are classics. Some are cult favorites, and some are hidden gems. 11. The Machinist 2004. The Machinist is a psychological thriller that explores the themes of guilt, identity, and self-deception. The protagonist, Trevor Resnick, is a machinist who suffers from extreme insomnia and paranoia. He becomes involved in a series of mysterious events that make him doubt his own sanity and reality. He is haunted by a mysterious man named Ivan, who he believes is responsible for a horrific accident at his workplace that cost his coworker his arm. He also finds clues that suggest he is being framed for a hit-and-run murder.
Thinner, you wouldn't exist.
How you doing, Resnick?
I've had a lot on my mind lately. There's nothing I can't handle.
Radio says there's a storm on the way. I'd say it's already here.
I'm so tired.
Everyone gets insomnia now and then.
Stevie, I haven't slept in a year.
Hey, you're sleeping on your own time. I need some help here.
Have you noticed anything unusual lately?
Unusual? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Funny you should say that. Guys at work don't think you exist.
Hey, what'd you do?
12. The Prestige 2006. The Prestige is a film about two rival magicians in 1890s London who compete to create the ultimate illusion and face the consequences of their choices. The film is based on the novel by Christopher Priest and directed by Christopher Nolan, who is known for his complex and nonlinear storytelling. The film stars Hugh Jackman as Robert Angier, a showman who seeks to discover the secret of his enemy's trick, and Christian Bale as Alfred Borden, a mysterious and obsessive magician who has a dark secret of his own.
A real magician tries to invent something new. It's something that other magicians will scratch their heads over.
I suppose you have such a trick.
Actually, I do. It's the one they're gonna remember me for.
What happened?
It was the greatest magic trick I've ever seen. I need to know how he does it.
He has no trick. It's real. Every great magic trick consists of 3 acts. The first act is called the pledge. The magician shows you something ordinary, but of course, it probably isn't. The second act is called the turn.
He's obsessed with discovering your method.
The magician makes this ordinary something do something extraordinary. Now you're looking for the secret, but you won't find it. That's why there's a third act called the prestige.
Patrick Bateman has a busy day. 12:30 power lunch.
Another martini, Paul.
3:45 board meeting.
What do you think?
Oh, very nice.
7 o'clock friendly takeover.
Patrick, you're so sweet.
9:15 make a killing.
So, what do you do?
I'm into, murders and executions mostly.
American Psycho. Rated R.
14. The Truman Show 1998. The Truman Show is a psychological comedy drama film that explores the theme of simulated reality and the nature of free will. The film stars Jim Carrey as Truman Burbank, a man who has been living his entire life as the unwitting star of a reality TV show that broadcasts his every move to millions of viewers. Truman's world is a giant dome filled with actors and hidden cameras, controlled by the show's creator and executive producer, Christoph Ed Harris. Truman gradually becomes aware of the artificiality of his life and decides to escape from his scripted existence.
Ein sorgfältiges Skript, das penibel eingehalten wurde. Eines aber konnte kein Mensch voraussagen, nämlich das, was aus Truman Burbank werden würde, wenn er erwachsen war.
Guten Morgen!
Guten Morgen!
Oh, und falls wir uns heute nicht mehr sehen, guten Tag, guten Abend und gute Nacht. Hiermit taufe ich diesen Planeten Trumania von der Burbank Galaxis.
Trumania, Trumania, ich lieb und dich.
The Game 1997. The Game 1997 is a mystery thriller film directed by David Fincher. Starring Michael Douglas as Nicholas Van Orton, a wealthy and isolated investment banker who receives a strange birthday gift from his estranged brother Conrad. Sean Penn. The gift is a voucher for a game offered by a company called Consumer Recreation Services.
Consumer Recreation
CRS,
Services,
which promises to provide a unique and life-changing experience. Nicholas decides to apply for the game, but soon regrets it as he finds himself in a series of dangerous and bizarre situations that blur the line between reality and fiction.
John, chapter 9, verse 25. Whereas once I was blind, now I can see. Now I can see.
One day your game begins. You either love it or hate it.
Are you going to spend the rest of the evening prying at that clown's mouth?
Mr. Van Orton, is everything all right?
Ah, Mr. Van Orton.
Have we met?
I believe so.
Why are you following me? Find out about a company called Consumer Recreation Services.
They won't stop, Nick.
He's in on it.
I paid the bill. I paid him more to make it stop.
I need the police. We're gonna break into my house. I need voices like a bunch of depraved children. They're trying to kill me.
Who's behind this? Who did this to me? Why?
16. Old Boy 2003. Old Boy 2003 is an action thriller film from South Korea, directed by Park Chan-wook. Based on the Japanese manga Old Boy, it tells the story of Oh Dae-soo, played by Choi Min-sik, who was imprisoned for 15 years without reason and plans revenge to uncover the identity and motives of his captor. The film won the Grand Prix at the 2004 Cannes Film Festival and received worldwide acclaim. The film depicts the protagonist Oh Dae-soo discovering secrets from his past, confronting a truth and guilt that differs from what he had believed.
한번 해봐.
복수하고 싶어서가 아니라 왜 그랬는지 알고 싶어서 싸운다고 했죠?
오대수 씨, 오랜만에. 복수가 다 이루어지고 나면 어떨까? 아마 숨어있던 고통이 다시 찾아올 거야.
복수가 끝나고 나면 오대수로 돌아갈 수 있을까?
The Talented Mr. Ripley 1999. The Talented Mr. Ripley is a psychological thriller based on the novel by Patricia Highsmith. Set in the 1950s. It follows the story of Tom Ripley, a con artist who is hired by a wealthy businessman to persuade his son Dickie, a spoiled playboy living in Italy, to return home. However, Ripley becomes obsessed with Dickie and his lavish lifestyle, and resorts to extreme measures to keep up his deception and identity theft. The film explores the themes of identity, morality, sexuality, and class, as Ripley manipulates and murders his way through Dickie's circle of friends and acquaintances.
Impersonating practically anybody.
What?
I wish I could live Dickie's life for him. I know what I would do.
Did I know you at Princeton, Tom? I don't think I did I?
I always thought it'd be better to be a fake somebody than a real nobody.
Why is it that when men play, they always play at killing each other?
I feel like I've been handed a new life.
I wouldn't have cared what anyone thought.
18. Atonement 2007. Atonement is a film adaptation of Ian McEwan's novel of the same name. Directed by Joe Wright and starring James McAvoy, Keira Knightley, Saoirse Ronan, Romola Garai, and Vanessa Redgrave, it tells the story of a young girl, Bryony Tallis, who falsely accuses her sister's lover, Robbie Turner, of raping her cousin, Lola Quincy. In 1935, this accusation destroys the lives of Robbie and Cecilia, Bryony's sister, who are separated by war and social class. Bryony spends the rest of her life trying to atone for her mistake, while Robbie and Cecilia struggle to survive and reunite.
Give this to see.
Good heavens, you're blushing.
Celia! You ought to call the police.
You saw him?
Yes, I saw him. I know it was him.
You know it was him?
I saw him with my own eyes.
I love you. Come back to me.
They gave me a choice. Stay in prison or join the army.
My darling, I love you. I'll wait for you. But no matter.
19. Unforgiven 1992. Unforgiven 1992 is a revisionist Western film that challenges the traditional myths and morals of the genre. It tells the story of William Money, a former outlaw and killer who comes out of retirement to hunt down two cowboys who slashed a prostitute's face in a town ruled by a ruthless sheriff, along with his old friend Ned Logan and a young wannabe gunslinger, the Schofield Kid. Money faces his past and his present in a violent and unforgiving world. I watched this film as part of my blog series on 10 movies where the protagonist realizes he's not the good guy at the end. Blade Runner 1982. Blade Runner 1982 is a science fiction film that explores the theme of what it means to be human in a dystopian future where bioengineered androids called replicants are hunted down by special agents known as Blade Runners. The film is based on the novel Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? By Philip K. Dick and directed by Ridley Scott. The film follows Rick Deckard, Harrison Ford, a retired Blade Runner who is reluctantly assigned to track down and retire 4 Nexus 6 replicants who have escaped from an off-world colony and returned to Earth.
I'm Rachel.
Deckard.
Have you ever retired a human by mistake?
No.
I need the old Blade Runner. This is a bad one.
How can it not know what it is?
If only you could see what I've seen. More human than human is our motto.
What if I go north? Disappear? Would you come after me?
No, you won't, but somebody would.
It's too bad she won't live.
I can see you. Time to die.